Aloha Cousins, welcome to the Dormant again. Sorry about the delay on the video. I do apologize. There are things, especially during Christmas time and New Year's, where there's a lot of things going on in the background, especially with work and all that stuff, so it is hard for me to get videos out, but that is why I'm happy to at least now go like, okay, I can do shorts, where there's just like the shiny reactions from the cage lock and stuff like that. But today's video, we're going to be doing over the Fakemon for Pokemon Infinity, and then I have a couple more things I want to do, then we should be going on into two new series. I know that. Two new series. I know at least one should be very quickly. The other one should be very soon. It's going to be after I catch up with these videos and stuff like that. But we're going to be going over the Fakemon of Pokemon Infinity. Now, if you're new to the channel and you don't know what Fakemon is, they are Pokemon designed by the creator of the game. They have their own move, their own abilities, typing, sprays, move pulls, everything. Everything has been made up. That's why it's called Fakemon. But this one I did not see before. It is called Luck Pup. It's a fairy type. It evolves into Lookagon with high friendship. Fairy with Fluffy and Triage. Actually kind of decent over here. A shy Pokemon only appears in perfect weather conditions. It's seen so rarely that some people aren't convinced they're real. Okay, so there was one in Echo Rock, which you never did see, and then one in the city, there was an egg, so we never did get to see him. Okay, looks like to be just no defense and no speed. Everything else. This is for his weaknesses. This is the move pull. Okay, woo. With Triage? Okay, Giga Drain, Drain Kiss, Healing. Like, wow. There's actually really good, like, for Triage is the ability. It's actually really good. I shouldn't need to cut, because I should go straight with all the Fakemon. But here we have Lookagon. It's a fairy dragon type. Has Fluffy and Triage again. To see a Lookagon in the wild requires incredible luck. It is said that if a Lookagon rubs against you, that you'll be cured of any disease you have. Kind of nice, actually. Kind of nice. You just have to evolve it straight up. You can only get it through evolution. High attack, high special attack. Not bad, not bad. I would say defense is his lowest stat. Whether it be a dragon and fairy, yes, it's immune to dragon and stuff like that. These are the moon pulls, like it's Dragon Dance. Oh my gosh. Holy crap. Wait, did I even do the moves last time? I'm gonna make a quick cut real quick. We're back. Okay, I forgot. I saw the shiny sprays. That's why I go all the way to the bottom. It's blue. I like the blue. Okay, I like the blue. The blue is very good. The blue is very good. Alright, now we gotta see the shiny of this one. That's why I go down for all the different moves and everything. Move tutor. Wow, pretty good move tutor. Blah, blah, blah. I want to see the shiny. Oh. Okay, it was like insanely blue, but now it's accented the blue with the pink. And I like it, actually. Basically, the pink is switched to blue, but it still keeps that soft, like, magenta pink, honestly. I like that. That is really nice on that Pokemon. We have Coca Seed over here. It evolves into Coca Pound and then Coca Smash. Funny. Okay, we have Own Tempo, Scrappy, and then Soundproof. Not bad, actually. Small seed-like Pokemon that enjoys dancing at festivals. It scatters its leaves around for pizzazz. And sometimes try to imitate stronger Pokemon fighting. Okay, you could get this in Echo Rock Town. Did not know that. Okay, good special defense. This is its type effectiveness. This is the moves it learns. Ooh, okay, pretty decent, pretty decent, pretty decent. Wood Hammer, Solar Beam, nice. Pretty standard grass type. Same thing with the grass type move tutor. Pretty much the same. Although Drain Punch is kind of nice. Drain Punch is kind of nice. Cocoa Seed, Cocoa Pound, Cocoa Smash. It's a purple shiny. I love for this one instead of going with the whole. I said it in the last video. With the regional variants. Instead of going for green as the equivalent of everything like Pokemon kind of does, they went purple. And I like the fact that they went purple. But next we have Cocoa Pound. Still a Justified, Scrappy, and Soundproof. So it changed Own Tempo for Justified, which is actually kind of nice, actually. Passion for Dance transitions to martial arts. Can be found sparring on beaches. It hits tree trunks with his bare fist. Okay. Ooh, a lot of attack and defense shot up. Special attack kind of stayed down, but it makes sense and everything. With the new fighting type of game, these resistances and stuff. Okay, we got a way better move pull. Fire Punch. Alright, Leaf Blade. Alright, Close Combat. Alright, these are the TNs. Move Tutor. Gain a lot more, but that's because you add the fighting. And I swear, fighting has like some of the most insane move pulls, honestly. Alright, I love the purple. I really do. I love the purple. Now, this one I have not seen. I have not seen all of the Fakemons. So it's kind of one of those. Let me see. Still as Justified or Iron Fist. That one's new. And then ability Soundproof. Iron Fist, honestly, like, only Pokemon that I know that has it like regularly is like Hitmonchan. But I know there's a couple other ones. Like, I think Melmetal. But like Iron Fist is really deadly when you think about it. These Pokemon are gentle in nature, despite their intimidating demeanor. They enjoy dancing, sparring, and lifting heavy things. They like to protect smaller friends. He's like the big brother. Wow, that's an amazing attack stat. Like, holy crap. Like, wow. Okay. Pretty sure it's going to be about the same move pool. Just a lot of heavy hitting moves, honestly. Shadow Punch is new, though. I think it gets that because it levels up with the Iron Fist. And then, of course, you have all the different punch moves you can learn. Most likely, like the Drain Punch, the Fire Punch. I wonder if Dual Chop is affected by that. I don't know. Sucker Punch. All right. And then we can see the shiny. Ooh, it's the purple. I like the purple. The purple is very nice. Like I said, I shouldn't have to make a cut or anything because it should go straight to all the Fakemon. Now, Shargo is a fire type, evolves into Burnium and Psyseed. Alright. Reckless, Curse Body, or Flame Body? Curse Body makes me think it's going to go to a Ghost type. A mountain Pokemon that is kept around villages to keep people warm. They're ditzy and must be watched around flammable things. It was one of the rare encounters in Hayfield Path. Like I said, I did get to see all the Fakemon, so... special attack Pokemon, most likely. With the fire, that's his weaknesses, of course. Amber Confusion, Focused Ram? That one's a new move. That must be a new move. Okay, so it's Psychic, not Ghost. Because it's italicized, that means it's going to get a, it's going to become a stab move upon evolution. So it's going to go to a Psychic type. Okay, move tutor. Not bad, not bad. Ooh, I'm sorry, that's nice. They went with the purple flame and the blue Undertoady. That's nice, actually, that's really nice. So then we got Burnaram. Okay, with Reckless Body, Cursed. It's not Reckless Body. It's Reckless, Cursed Body, or Flame Body. Flame Body is actually pretty decent. I like Flame Body. This Pokemon puts on some bulk after evolving as it learns to better control his body. They stand still for hours, meditating. Which is funny, because it says they stand hours just meditating, but rams and goats usually don't stand still. So that's kind of cool, actually. I like that. This might be a longer video. I'm not sure how long it's going to be, but I just want to cover everything. So I am sorry if it's like a super long video and you got to watch like shorts and stuff like that, part of it. Really good special attack. Got some attack. Got some attack. Okay, it got some attack. So it has no defenses. And like it pretty much, this looks like it's going to be like a glass cannon whenever it finally, you know, gets there. That's the normal moves and everything. Gets a couple more. Get a couple more by evolving and stuff like that. Pretty normal. And then, ooh, this shiny's gonna look fantastic. I'm sorry, they're switching the purple with the blue, and then they're keeping the purple flames. Oh. Next we have Psysteed. It has Reckless or Magic Guard, which changed. I don't remember what it was. I think it was Curse Body. But Magic Guard is nice with the hidden ability Flame Body. This Pokemon helps nomadic tribes haul building material using its telekinetic powers. Humans also dye the fur with archaic symbols. I like this, actually. That's kind of nice. Like, this is really cool. So, it still kept up a special attack. It gained a little bit of attack with the second evolution, but it still stayed as a fundamental special attacker. But instead of getting more attack to keep it like a glass cannon, it did add a few defenses and HP and stuff like that. So, not bad. Not bad at all. With the Psychic added, there's a couple here. There's a little bit of more resistances and stuff like that. And now all of these Psychic type moves are now stab, which is nice. Because I don't know what Focus Rammed is. I have no idea. Like, that's kind of cool, actually. This is the normal move pool, which makes sense considering it's a Fire and a Psychic. Psychics already have, like, a pretty decent move pool. Fire's decent. So that's pretty cool. That's a lot of more move tutor moves, definitely. I am so sorry. I am so sorry. And then we see the shiny. Oh! Okay, the front sprite looks pretty decent. The back sprite just looks so amazing as a shiny. The back sprite looks so amazing as a shiny, honestly. Like, this is cool. This is nice. Like, that was really, really nice, honestly. Okay, so the next we have the lovely little Darpool. Our little, I think we named it Crunch or Chomper, I think it was. Water type with Pickpocket, Swift Swim, or Infiltrator. Now, Infiltrator is a really good ability. If you do not know what Infiltrator is, basically if a Pokemon opposite of you uses like Substitute, you can still hit through the Substitute. So it's kind of nice to have that ability. Pokemon likes to prey planks on trainers who get too close to the edge of a pond and then dive down to the water where it can't be reached. Okay, so a little bit of a prankster. I can see that. Genesis Force is where we can get it. Now, I did manage to get this one. I did manage to get it. It goes into like a heavy physical tank. Or actually, it just goes into a really... Okay, did not mean to do that. I don't know if I can try to cut that out or not. I do not know. But it goes into basically like a tank with really good attack. This is weaknesses within water type. It actually learns a pretty decent move pool by itself, like Play Rough. No one would think of a water type besides like a fairy type that learns like Play Rough, but it learns Play Rough, which is actually really cool. Great move diversity. Move Tutor learns pretty decent move pool. I love the magenta purple. I love how it's a different type of purple, but I still love the purple. I love the purple. Now we have a Brutoad. Now, this is the evolution. I don't know if y'all ever got to saw it or not, because I don't know if I had to fully evolve it or not. But it has Pickpocket, Swift Swim, and Infiltrator still about the same thing. Brutoad are known to be aggressive and territorial, following orders from a stronger lead Pokemon. Their fins are sharp on the edges. Okay. So, like I said, it gains more attack, more defense, and more special defense. However, it gains no special attack or no speed. Not really. It goes into a very tanky, heavy-hitting Pokemon. But it can't move fast at all. Honestly, this Pokemon might be decent for Trick Room. But this is the move pool. Like I said, it'll get stabbed with the Crunch and then the Play Rough. It's just so nice to get like a fairy type move out of nowhere. Like sometimes you don't like the move diversity for like halfway support Pokemon, but for Pokemon like this, having that move diversity is really good, honestly. This is the normal TM, which is about normal for dark and water types. You get like a lot of water, a lot of ice, a lot of dark, some fighting. Move Tutor, which extends a lot. I notice it extends a whole lot here. And then, so the first one was like a super bright, and then they toned it down as it evolved. I like this shiny. This shiny I like a lot. And then, last but not least, y'all know the God Frogger over here, the crime boss Pokemon. Bulletproof, Swift Swim, and Infiltrator still staying the same, but I think the Bulletproof is new. I'm not sure. A lethargic Pokemon that prefers to give orders to his underlings instead of do things itself. It tries to control wild areas, usually humid and swampy locations. So this is like the mob boss. He's like the gangster. He's like, you come to me on the day of my daughter's wedding. That's who this Pokemon is. But I do, like I said, attack, defense, and special defense. Those main 3 stats. With the dark typing, I forgot to say it earlier, this is the move and resistances it has. Effective and resistances, thank you. And like I said, it gets a really good move pool. I still love that random fairy type move it gets. So good. Like, Poison Fang on a frog is a little bit, especially with him, you probably could sense it, but like the Play Rough, it's just so good. Because it helps him, like, take down, like, the fighting types are super effective against him. This is the normal move pool a little bit. You still have a pretty good, decent move to it here. I think it gained a little bit with more. Because, like, it didn't have the Fire Punch and the Thunder Punch. And then the last... Oh, they made it super dark. I'm sorry. Like, so far, this is my favorite shiny. Just because, like, they start off bright, and then as it evolves, it gets darker and darker. Which is just so nice. Like, it's just so nice how darker he got. That was so good. This is Gorachu. Now, for many people who did not know of, it was speculated, and I think even proven at one point, that Raichu was supposed to have an evolution called Gorachu. So, like, you would have Pikachu use a Thunderstone to evolve it to a Raichu, and then, I guess in this one, you would use it... so it's different a little bit. So, instead of being Raichu then Gorachu, it's either Raichu or Gorachu. Because the original was supposed to be Pikachu, Raichu, then Gorachu. And then instead they went with the Pikachu, Raichu line. Okay, see, that one's a little bit different. So it goes Pikachu, Raichu, or Pikachu, Gorachu in this game. Which is actually kind of nice, but it's electric and fire with pressure and unburden. Gorachu are competitive by nature. They use their large tails charged electricity to slash at their flows. They inhabit generally hot areas. So, it went way more on the offensive side on this one. It went way more on the offensive side. Because Raichu is about like 50-50. You can make it physical or special depending on how you want to do it. But it's one of those, he went really physical this side. With the electric and fire, these are the weaknesses and stuff like that. You get a bunch of fire moves like Fire Punch. Searing Slash is a new one. It might be like a signature move or something. The Flare Blitz, the Full Tackle, this is the TMs. With Electric and Fire, you're going to have a pretty decent diversity. But Raichu already had his own like diverse move pool. So this is really good. Move Tutor, pretty decent. I want to see his shiny. It's probably going to be, oh, I like the purple. I'm sorry, I love the fact that they went purple for everything instead of green. That is how you do shinies. Like, I understand people love the green shinies, but like, going purple all the way on all the shinies is just so amazing. Because then, like, it really helps differentiate, and then you ain't got that bright grime lime color. I'm so sorry. Then you have Nidoruck. It's basically, you have Nidoqueen, which is the queen. Then you have Nidoking, which is the king. And then I guess for non-binary, you have Nidoruck. It evolves from either of them will evolve into from Astral Stone. But it has Poison Point, Merciless, and Sheer Force. When a Nidorino and a Nidorino evolve into Nidoruck, they maintain their quadrupedal form. Evolutionary branch has an emphasis on speed, which it does actually. It keeps about the same attack, special attack kind of thing. Although Nidoking is more attack, while Nidoqueen is more special. This one is more focused on speed. So like I said, you got the queen, the king, and then the non-binary. But with it being electric and poison, poison and ground, I'm sorry, I just saw the electric there, so I just thought that. This is his resistances and effectiveness. And then Barb Tackle is a new poison type move. I got it with the Ivysaur, it's kind of cool. And other than that, I love the move pool here, honestly. Like, it's still a decent attacker, and it gets access to, like, I think, hopefully D-Dance. Let me see. Dragon Tail, Dragon Pulse. I mean, not D-Dance, man, unless it gets it by breeding. Which actually not, but that's not too bad. So yeah, you have to use an Astral Stone, which is a new stone in Pokemon Infinity to get like a couple new evolutions and stuff like that. But that's how you get Nidoruck. I want to see his... Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Nidoking and Nidoqueen swap their colors when it comes to shinies, I believe. I know Nidoking does. I'm not 100% sure about Nidoqueen. But just the fact that it swapped the color palette to have this bright red, which I'm sorry, like, makes me think of Red Gyarados just with a Nido look. That's amazing, actually. I'm sorry, that's just really amazing. So then we have Q-Sparse here, the evolution of Dunsparce. Now, this might be a more probably favorited Dunsparce evolution I've seen out of Motoland, because I know we have Scarlet and Violet with the Dunsparce. So I think this is what people were hoping for more of than the Dunsparce. Like this, I like it. It's a fairy and ground type. It changes from the normal type. Has Serene Grace, Sedge Skin, or Rattled. It uses his Jaded Chin as a plow to move dirt while tunneling. The growth in his wings allow it to be a faster, more dangerous opponent above the ground. You can get this as availability from a cave, okay. But you gain more attack, more HP, not so much special attack, and you gain a bunch of speed because of the wings. So this is actually kind of cool. With it being fairy and ground, these are the effectiveness and weaknesses of it all. And there's a pretty good move pool. Like you get the fire, you get the fangs, you get the draining kiss, you get some fairy moves, you get a dig. You start hitting like the earthquake, the moon blast, although you do get fang rush, which is I think an original move in this game, I'm not sure. But even then, like, it learns a lot of moves. And it's really good. I've actually used it. It's really good. This is the move tutor moves it has. It has a pretty decent amount. So you have to level it up while knowing Drill Run, which is actually kind of funny because the Dunsparce levels up by learning Hyper Drill. This one levels up by learning Drill Run, which is actually kind of nice, honestly. Kind of nice. Ooh, okay. The shiny's a little bit different, but I still like it. Compared to the regular color, I like the shiny. I like that. Okay. So then we go to the next one, which y'all saw the shiny color already because I had a shiny Meowth. This is the regular colors of the Fairlinks. It's an evolution from the Persian line. So it goes from Meowth, Persian to Fairlinks. It's a fairy dark type with Infiltrator, Technician, and Pixelate. Both Technician, Infiltrator, and Pixelate and Technician are all really good abilities. So it's cool that this Pokemon managed to get a lot of good abilities. The fur of Fairlinks is highly sought after by the wealthy elite. They tend to spend at least 6 hours a day grooming themselves. It gains more speed, more decent attack, a little bit of a special attack. With it being fairy and dark, these are the weaknesses and effectiveness on it. And then it gets a pretty good amount of move pool. Like, it gets Play Rough, it gets the Fang Rush, it gets Crunch. Ambush is a new move that is in this game. It is really cool. Basically, Fake Out, but Dark type, which is kind of cool. So then you can still hit Pokemon that are like Ghosts with like a Fake Out type of move. It's really nice, actually. And then you still get some move diversity, but you do get a lot of good moves out of this, I will say. This is the TM. It's about normal for Fire and Dark type, I would say. Move tutor, not bad, not bad. And then you get a lot of moves prior. You get a lot of moves, yeah. And you have to level it up knowing Fang Rush. So as soon as it learns the Fang Rush on person, it'll evolve into Pharynx, which I think is kind of nice. It's like, hey, it happens to get a new move in this region. If you learn it, you level up. I mean, you get to evolve. And like I said, we get to see the shiny of it already because it was in the run-through. And it's basically like a Sphinx, which is kind of nice, actually. I like it a lot. It's basically a Sphinx. Bwop, we are back. So I'm pretty sure we talked about the Skullcracker because it was an Egho Shelter. I talked about his evolutions. Then we talked about the Uzma with the evolution of being in the muck. So now we have some more Fakemons. I had to go back and look a little bit. But it is, we have every evolution. There is a evolution for every single typing in this game, which is kind of cool. I know we saw the bug type one. I don't think we got to see any of the other ones. And I never got to catch an EV, so I never got to explore the other ones. But this is the ghost type Eevee called Omnion. It's got Super Luck and Moxie, and it evolves from a Duckstone. Omnion has natural connection with the spirits. The flame on the end of his tail will flicker and blow in the direction of an unseen presence. So, wow, okay. It became an attacker. I expect a special attack, with it being Ghost. But with being Ghost, this is effective at weaknesses. Okay, so Shadow Claw, Shadow Sneak, Phantom Force. I forgot about those moves, I'm not going to lie. Cross Chop. That one's... okay. Alrighty, that one's a new one. And Vanish is a new type move. I've never heard of Vanish. But you have all these moves right here, which actually for Ghost type you do learn a lot. Like Gengar, you learn a lot of moves. You get a lot of Dark type moves and stuff like that. I wonder what the evolution look... I mean, the shiny looks like. I'm sorry, that's just... it just swaps it. That's beautiful, actually. That's very beautiful. So that is the Ghost type one. We have the Fighting type evolution, which is called Champion. You have to evolve it with the Expert Belt during the daytime, which is actually kind of nice. It's like, hey, here's a belt. Like, it'd be funny if it was like a black belt instead of an Expert Belt. But here, you put on a belt on it and you level it up and it evolves to a Fighting type. It's got Scrappy and Competitive. Champion are nice and competitive and will seek out bigger opponents. Can often be found in alleyways, scrapping with the fiercest scavengers. I expected a lot of attack, although the special attack kind of surprised me. Special attack kind of surprised me here a little bit. With the Fighting type, these are the weaknesses and effectiveness. Reversal, Vacuum Wave, Low Kick. It learns basically a lot of Fighting type moves. It's really kind of nice. It learned a lot of Fighting type moves. And of course, with it being a Fighter type, it has a little bit of move diversity, but not too much. Fire Punch is really good by the move tutor and all that. And then, what is a shiny? Ooh, I'm sorry, the shiny is pretty. It's a blue. It's a blue shiny. That's so cool. Oh, that was actually just so cool, actually. Now, this is the one we did get to see. It's got a hold of Silver Powder, and during the day, it evolves into Lepiodon, the bug type. It's got Rattled and Tinted Lens, and Tinted Lens is actually really good. I think it either makes it to where you can hit Pokemon for effective damage instead of not very effective damage, or you take, or nothing is super effective against you. One of the two, I can't remember off the top of my head. I want to say it's more of like you could deal effective damage and not effective damage. Everything always does effective damage at least, no matter what. They're natural pollen magnets. If a loved one of Lepian has allergies to pollen, Lepian will collect all the pollen in the area to help relieve the irritation. I need this Pokemon. I need it. Because I have so bad allergies. Basically, it's like, oh yeah, by the way, you're allergic to everything. No, you're not. I have it all. It's like, oh, I would love this. This is my Pokemon. This is mine. I need this. Special attacker? Halfway makes sense. Bug types are more special attacker with some special defense and speed. Okay. Let's go speedy. Signal being struggle bug. Ooh, some fairy type moves in here a little bit. Kind of nice, actually. Kind of nice. Decent move pull. Move tutor, decent. Really good, actually. What is a shiny? It went with the green aesthetic. That's nice. That is nice. I'll be right back. We are back. Wait. There we go. We are back. I'm sorry about that. Talking so much, I need to get some drink of water. But this is the Steel type evolution, Guardian. You have to have it at night, level up at night while wearing a metal coat. Basically turns like a knight. I love it, so cool. It's got bulletproof and heat proof. Okay, heat proof is amazing, actually. Like, that's really cool. If Eevee in a pack evolves, the combination of Guardian and Champion can be volatile. Guardian have an eternal rivalry with any champion they meet, even if related. Okay. So, like, the fighter is always trying to take on the knight. Okay, that's actually kind of cool. Wow, I kind of expected defense, but holy crap, it's got a lot of defense. With special attack, honestly. Kind of different. Expected more of an attack. But with Steel type, this is where this is. But also is one of those, this little note here, has heat proof and no longer has a weakness to fire, which is actually kind of cool. You get rid of the weaknesses. Pretty cool. You get Metal Burst, you get Magnet Bomb, you get Flash Cannon. Oh, you get Dragon Pulse. Wow, you get a couple Dragon type moves, actually. Makes sense, though, because you are a knight, so that makes sense, actually. This is the move pool, and it has pretty decent move pool. It has a really good move pool, actually. Holy crap. Move tutor, really good move tutor. I want to see the shiny of this. It's the Black Knight. I love it. I'm sorry. That's beautiful. It is the Black Knight. That is just so amazing. Ah! Y'all didn't see that. I don't think y'all did. Next, we have Obsidian, and must be holding a hard stone while leveling up at night to become this Pokemon. It is the Rock type with Rock Head and Sand Rush. I love the ability Rock Head. It's my favorite ability, so I automatically make this my favorite evolution. Obsidian. Among mountainous Pokemon, it is relatively faster. It rams its obsidian-covered spine against Graveler and Onix as a way of playing around to get them to chase it. Okay, so it likes the... I'm pretty sure it's got... I expected a lot more speed. But honestly, for a rock type, that's a lot of speed, actually. Not gonna lie. For a rock type, that's actually pretty decent speed. Like, I'm not gonna lie. But really good attack, really good special defense. Really good special defense, which is kind of different. Really good special defense. But in a rock type, effectiveness and weaknesses. You get a lot of rock and ground type moves. Although you do get all the fangs, which is nice. You get all the fang type moves. And with Rock Head and Head Smash, boy, so beautiful. This is the TMs it can learn. Pretty decent amount of TMs and stuff like that. Ancient Power, Earth Power, that's the move tutors. These are the breedings, prior evolutions. Ooh, okay. I am back. Sorry about that. There was a phone call or something like that. But I love that shiny. If you go back and look at it for a second, it goes from the black to the white, which is funny because the night one went from the white to the black. So it's just so cool how they kind of transferred palettes a little bit. That's kind of cool. But this is the Poison type evolution. Must be leveled up at night using holding a Poison Barb, Poison type, Poison Touch, Lightning Rod. That one's kind of cool, actually. I could see it with the tail and everything. That's kind of cool. But it said that Scorpion's tail has a mind of his own. Will get his prey to focus on his face while it steadily aims his stinger for the next strike. So it's one of those like, look at me, look at me, look at me, look at me. Pfft, I got you. A lot of attack, a lot of speed, and some defense. Alright, not bad, not bad. I kind of expected it because poison types seem to be a little bit more physical. Because, like, yeah, okay, Sludge Wave, though. There's not really a lot of physical type poison moves it learns. Learns a couple electric type moves. What the Lightning Rod, though, makes an exception. So, I expected it does learn Poison Tail. Huh. You may have to teach this Pokemon some moves. Because you have to teach a Poison Jab, which is weird. I expected to learn Poison Jab, honestly. What does a shiny look like? Ooh, okay. I like the shiny. The shiny is very nice. I like the yellow aesthetic on it. Next, we have Sphinxion, which is the ground type evolution. You have to make it hold a soft sand leveled up during the day. Has Synchronize and Technician, which Technician is actually really good. Technician is really good. Ancient times, Sphinxions were treated as divine beings sent from the heavens. Most of the designs from the royal wardrobes were inspired by Sphinxion. Now, I know I said that the shiny Pharynx looks like a Sphinx. That's actually a Sphinx. Like, that's straight up Sphinx. Which is really cool. It's got decent defense and a lot of HP. That is a lot of HP. It is a thick boy. It is a thick boy, thick girl. That is what this Sphinximon is. Effective is the weaknesses. Ah! I'm about to try to cut that out. This is the moveset Boomerang with Technician. Oh my gosh. That is no, wait, hold it. It's 50 and 50, but then it's boosted back to, dude, Boomerang. Okay, well, not Boomerang. Boomerang with Technician is broken. Because, like, you do get Bulldoze, which is nice. But Boomerang with Technician, it gets boosted each time it hits. So instead of just doing 60 boosted, you get 50 boosted, 50 boosted. That's broken. Oh my gosh. Rock Blast. Bone Rush. You can do some massive damage. Good thing there ain't no, like, loaded dice in this game, because holy crap. Between Bone Rush and Rock Blast, dude, you do a massive amount of damage. Pretty decent move pool, I will have to say. Pretty decent move pool. Move tutor pool is pretty decent, I will say. Breeding is pretty decent. You do get a lot with EV. What does the shiny look like? Ooh. It made the purple instead of the blue, and it gave it a darker undertone, like the darkness of the desert when it's at nighttime. I like that. That's nice. That is very nice. That is very nice. Next, we have Nimbiamon. Must be holding a sharp beak and level up during the day to be the flying type evolution with Aerialate and Gale Wings. Now, Gale Wings is not that bad. Makes it for a flying type Pokemon. Their first move comes first no matter what. But Aerialate is super nice. Turns any normal type moves into flying type moves. So, like, I would say I like Aerialate better than Gale Wings. They float through the air, barely graze on the surface as it used a pushing off point. Winds get too strong, it can blow it away though. I mean, it only weighs like 14 grams, makes sense. Kilograms, my bad. A lot of HP, a lot of HP. Unusual for a flying type, I gotta admit. Unusual for a flying type. Flying type, these are weaknesses and effectiveness. You get a pretty decent move pool, air slash, D-dance. Holy crap, you get D-dance. Okay then. And then this is the TM moves they can get. It's like return on this Pokemon with Aerialate. Oh my gosh, that is one of the best moves I could think of, honestly. Okay, pretty decent with Heal Bell, Ice Wind, Roost. Oh my gosh, Roost, okay. Makes it become typeless for a turn, because you only have Roost. Ooh, okay, now, I kind of like it. It's a little bit different, not gonna lie, but I do like it. I like the orange. I like the orange on it. It's very nice. It's very nice. Next, we have Draconion. Must be leveled up at night with the Dragon Scale. Dragon-type evolution. I love it, honestly. It looks amazing with Tough Claws and Multi-Scale. Both abilities are really good. Draconion considered exotic and rarely seen outside of Blackthorn and Johto. Though smaller than most dragons, Draconion are fierce and passionate. So I think this is like after the post-game when you get to see this one. Because this thing you don't get to see it outside of Johto. So I guess because an Eevee in the Dragon's Den became into a Dragon-type evolution, which is actually kind of nice. Actually really nice. A lot of attack, a lot of speed, makes perfect sense, honestly. With the Dragon typing, makes perfect sense. This is effective and weaknesses. Does it get D-Dance? It does get D-Dance. Dude, D-Dance, oh my gosh, there's one D-Dance on this Pokemon, you're done for, basically. With it being Dragon typing, it has a pretty decent move pool and everything. Move tutor pretty decently. So it's a purplish blue, I would say. More purple than blue. But I want to see the shiny. I love how they did the dragon shinies in this game. They just made it straight dragon colored, which is so cool. Like, this is so nice. Like, I'm sorry. It's one of those, Godfrogger, I think is what it is, I believe it is. That's still my favorite shiny, just because of the aesthetic of it. With this line, but like that, ooh, that's good. That's a good shiny. Then we have Eevee, the normal type evolution that everybody was like, Eevee's got to evolve into something and make it something like that. It evolves with the Astral Stone, which is pretty cool. It has adaptability and normalize. Now, both are really good. Now, 9 times, sometimes you don't want normalize, especially when you have like a Swampert, you don't want normalize. But this, having normalize, is really good. Because then a bunch of the moves you get is really good. Eevee, as a result, Eevee was stable DNA. When exposed to the pure energy of an Astral Stone, Eevee is able to maintain its normal typing during evolution. Which is nice, actually. Basically what it's saying, this random stone made it to where its DNA is stable enough to where it evolves on its own. That I like. That is very good. It kept just about the same stats as Eevee. I think it just added both, like, another, like 100 or something like that. This is the type effectiveness and weaknesses with it being normal type. And like I said, with it having normalized, like a lot of these moves become really good. Like Earth Power. Normally it's a ground type move. You probably would have like adaptability maybe versus that. But like still normalized Earth Powers can be decent actually. This is all the moves that it can learn with return. It is broken, especially with adaptability, return, Eevee. Oh my gosh. These moves are really good. And then the shiny is a regular shiny Eevee colors, which I'm sorry, this evolution is like one of the best, honestly, I've seen. Because I've seen like a couple of like the regular Eevee evolves into a normal type Eevee. This is one of the really good ones. Now this one is one of the new typings, or it just doesn't have a type. I don't know what a Veristone is. I never got to see one. But this is a Virion that mutated. It has Protean, which is actually really busted, and then Unaware. So it gets to keep is random typing, or question mark typing, or you can change it to any typing you want to. Which honestly, for Eevee, is actually kind of cool, because then it's like, hey, I'm everything. Virion is a result of Eevee trying to adapt to over the mutated DNA. This Pokemon seems to be able to change this type fluidly throughout the battle. This makes me think of that one Eevee in the Pokemon manga in like the first part of it, where it had like the chip in it from Team Rocket, so it was able to transform to Vaporeon, Jolteon, Flareon whenever it needed to, and then it went back to an Eevee when it needed it to. Now I think it had evolved into Espeon later on with Red, I'm not sure, but it makes me think of that. So like, yeah, it's kind of cool. It's mutated so much that it's able to change typings no matter what because of the mutation in his DNA. Really good stats. Like, holy crap. I think most of the Eevees say 525. They added a couple here, which is actually kind of nice. With this, has no weaknesses, can't do no super effective damage to anything unless it changes its typing. In which case, its weaknesses and effectiveness change with every single type that it changes into. Holy crap. It just gets to a point where it starts learning, like, any move, basically. Which, holy crap, okay? Yeah. You basically keep learning moves. You just keep learning moves. I'm pretty sure it can learn almost every TM, which is kind of cool. Move Proto Pull is amazing. What is a shiny? It's a regular Eevee color. I love how they did that. I love how they did that. I love how they did that. That's just so cool. I love how they did that. Next, we have Terrathwack over here, the normal ground type. It is the evolution of Marowak. So it goes Cubone, Marowak, and then Terrathwack. You have to make it evolve holding a long club. Has Rockhead, Scrappy, or Battle Armor. I love the Rocket ability, so I love this Pokemon. This is one of my favorite Pokemon in Pokemon Infinity. Because, like, I like Marowak by itself, and then having this Pokemon just so amazing. Rarely seen evolution of Marowak. The skull once worn as a Cubone has now become a natural part of the Pokemon. You can often see being protecting wild Kangaskhan. See, now this is funny because it touches upon the theory that Cubone is basically the baby Kangaskhan that his mother's died trying to protect it. So, like, I don't know if you heard of this theory, but this theory is that you have Kangas, because I think, like, originally it was supposed to be Cubone, Marowak, and then maybe Kangaskhan. Or like Cubone, Kangaskhan. Like Kangaskhan was supposed to be the final evolution for Marowak. Because the theory was going around that Cubone was a baby Kangaskhan that lost his mother, wore a skull, evolved, and then it became a mother all on its own. So it's kind of cool how they touch upon this with saying that, like, this Pokemon from Marowak evolved into this Pokemon, and this protects the Kangaskhan. Like, maybe preventing future Cubones. Which is actually kind of cool. I like that. I like that a lot. Really good attack, really good defense. No special attack, but it makes sense, of course. This is with the ground and normal typing effectiveness and weaknesses. I love this Pokemon. It gets a really good move pull, especially with like double edge or stuff like that. It's really good. This is move pull, which is pretty decent, actually, considering what it is. Pretty decent. Move tutor, I didn't know all these moves, so this is really good for move tutors. Now, the only thing I'm not seeing is a shiny, which it kept the green shiny. I love how they kept the green shiny, because I think Marowak normally is green for a shiny. So I just love how they kept that aesthetic for the green. That I actually like. That I like. Like, Godfrogger is still my favorite shiny, but Theriwak is my favorite Pokemon from this game. It is just so amazing, honestly. Although there is one close second. I will say there is one close second. Okay, now we have Sunflorid. Now, I believe I did get to use this Pokemon once, but then it died. But it evolves. So basically, you have Sunkern into Sunflora, and then Sunflorid. Takes a Sunstone, then it takes a Firestone. Has Chlorophyll, Solar Power, or Drought as its ability, which I like Sunflorid. It's actually nice. They gave a lot of love, I think, to some of the Johto Mons that didn't have evolutions and stuff like that. Sunflora converts solar energy into nutrition and stores the excess for future use in battle. It has a tendency to singe its own hands while using fire-based attacks. Also, Sunflora gets a big buff in special attacks, some HP and some attack and stuff like that. With the fire type, it has these weaknesses and resistances and stuff like that. You learn a lot of good fire type moves like the lava plume, the flamethrower, the heat wave. You do get some electric type moves too, which is kind of cool. You do get some electric type moves. Weather ball with if you have the drought, because goes the fire type head weather ball, and you still have like the regular grass type moves you learn. It's a really good Pokemon, and with having those two, you learn a decent move pool here, decent move tutor, stuff like that. Now I don't know what the shiny looks like. It's a Sakura flower, which I'm sorry, that is amazing. That is amazing for that. That is amazing, actually. Oof, I'm so sorry about that. Now, you know that they did evolution for Electabuzz and for Magmar, but they never did one for Jinx. So that's what they did for Pokemon Infinity. They made an evolution for Jinx, which, gotta say, I kind of like. But it is evolves by Astral Stone. It's an Ice Psychic type with Infiltrator and Dry Skin. Which Dry Skin for an Ice Psychic type, I don't know, is the best ability because like Fire does like double, like quad damage. So like, yikes. This Pokemon elemental abilities are so powerful that it must live in isolation while maintaining constant focus to prevent itself from freezing everything around it. Now it makes sense why it has a dry skin. It's always cold. A big buff in special attack and speed. Still has the same weaknesses and effectiveness and stuff like that. Brain Freeze is a new one. I have not heard of that move before. But it still gets most of the same moves. I think maybe a little bit fleshed out, like with Heart Stamp and stuff like that. But I think it still gets the same move as Jinx. Like I said, it gets a massive buff and everything. I think it's still most of the same TMs and stuff like that. I think most of the move tutors are still the same. Now, I want to see the shiny. Let it go, can't hold me back anymore. Next, we have Kecleodon. Now, this is the evolution of a Kecleon. One of the new moves that learned Thief. It's really cool. Has Protean. Which I think regular Kecleon gets Protean, but it's a hidden ability. This is the only ability this Pokemon can get, which is really cool. Are so good at blending in with their environments is only discovered recently that Kecleon could even evolve at all. Basically, they're like, this Pokemon was so good at hiding, we didn't know it evolved until one evolved in front of us. But it gains a massive special defense and attack stat, I think. Loses a lot of speed, though, honestly. Like, holy crap. This is a normal with a normal typing with Protean. It changes it every single time. It learns a lot of different moves and stuff like that. TM-wise, it learns a lot of different moves. So you have a lot of good use with the Protean ability. Like, you have really good amounts, especially with the move tutor. Basically, almost looks like one of each typing except for the double rock. Now, I do not know what shiny it looks like. I love it. I love it. Makes me think of a circus. I love it. I love it. I love it. This is why I said that I love Tarawak, my first one. This is a very close second. This is Wariana. Evolution of a Mightyena from a Moonstone. I love it. Mightyena I managed to use in my Omega Ruby Sapphire the first time. Or second time, because I just wanted to use it because it came with the Thunderfang, which is the beginning one. And I liked it. I like Mightyena. Now, I think it did have some Injustice and Emerald stuff like that because of this typing and stuff like that. But it gained a lot of good usage in the regular, in like Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. But it's got Intimidate, Quick Feet, or Moxie. It's a Dark Fairy type, which I love how it gave the Fairy typing. On rare occasion, when a Mightyena is exposed to pure moonlight, they'll evolve into Wariana. Legend said that these Pokemon were just transformed humans. I love the werewolf aspect of it. It was so nice. Like I said, this is why it's my second favorite. Tarawak is my favorite, but this is a very close second. Gained a bunch of attacks, some speed. You have the type effectiveness here with the fairy typing and weaknesses. You get Moonblast, which isn't bad, but you do get like Play Rough later. And you also get Fang Rush. So like you do get more of your physical side of fairy, so it's like cool. Still has a pretty decent move pool when it comes to that. I think it gains more because of what everything is. And your move tutor move pool is insane. Now, what is the shiny? Okay, I like the gold shiny. You know, not the most, like, popping shiny, but I do love the gold aesthetic of it. I really do. I like the gold aesthetic of it. I liked it a lot, actually. Now, this one, I don't know if I ever got to see this. I don't know if I did. If I did, I do not remember. But it is called Reaptide. It is a water ghost type. Nothing evolves into it, nothing evolves from it. It is basically, that is it. Wonder Guard. Okay, that one. Okay, I don't like that, actually. I'm glad I didn't fight this thing. I would have remembered this. They live in murky water searching for prey and drag its victim deep into the water where they succumb to the high pressure or suffocate. Alrighty then. No freaking HP, but with Wonder Guard, that makes sense. A lot of attack, a lot of speed. So, like, it hits hard, but it's like, dink, ah. Effectiveness and weakness, and I'm not even going to try to cut that out no more. All the other timestamps are just going to have it in there. I'm sorry. I'm on the Pokemon Infinity Wiki, which has links to other things, so I am sorry about that. With Wonder Guard. I love it. It's like, this is normal weaknesses? This is with Wonder Guard. Okay. Doesn't have that many moves, but it does learn a lot of good moves. I will say that. TM? Oh, a lot of TMs, actually. Okay. Move tutor pretty decent. Ooh, okay. It gets Absorb and Giga Drain. Okay. I love the shiny of it. I love the shiny. I'm sorry. That's just so cool. It plays with the aspect of a dead fish. Like, I'm just a dead, ghostly thing. That is so cool. This one evolves into two things, which I hate. Because these two Pokemon are broken. Now, I know you say, like, oh, you say that evolves everybody some Pokemon. No, these Pokemon are literally broken. Literally broken. Literally. So it's a Kidfoot, evolves into Snow Squatch and Grass Squatch. It's a normal type with forewarned adaptability. Alrighty, little monkey I hate. With adaptability. Most people consider Kidfoot to be a myth, rarely being seen by the average person. Because they are so elusive, little research has been done to them. Don't like it. Decent attack stat, but I still don't like it. Effective and weaknesses. This is the move pool. Lanes will level up. Not too bad, actually. Not too bad. TM's not too bad. Move tutor. You actually get a wide big move tutor for a baby Pokemon. So it evolves into the Snow Squatch here. And then evolves into a Grass Squatch. I like the shiny. I like the shiny. The shiny is really cool. I like that a lot. Makes me think of Mojo Jojo. Mojo Jojo. Snow Squatch. Okay, it is an Ice Rock type with a Moxie and Pure Focus. Now, before I explain what Pure Focus is, I'm going to show you the stats it has. Then I'm going to explain it. Why? Snow Squatch can be highly aggressive and prone to fits of rage, could be so intense that it causes avalanches. It will claim mountaintops as its territory. You know, Ice Rock type, you know, Moxie, you know, really good. You think it's going to be a physical attacker, right? But you are right, it's got 130 attack and 96 speed. But this is where it's got 540. But this is where it becomes broken. Pure Focus is the huge power of special attack. It doubles special attack. So, and this is a Pokemon with 130 attack and 160 special attack. It gains another 80 points in special attack, which if you have the Pure Focus, makes it a 620. That's why I said he's broken. You're about to find the other one here in a minute. He's just as broken. But this is his weaknesses with the Ice and Rock type. This is what he learns. Like, he learns how to go. He learns Bulk Up. Okay? He learns Bulk Up. He learns Ancient Power. Like, no. I don't like him. He learns Calm Mind. No! When Bulk Up and Calm Mind, you won't be able to kill this dude. And then this is his TMs, which is really good, actually. Move Tutor is about the same as the last one. What is his shiny? I love the green aesthetic, and they made it more bright green. I love that. That's really cool. Like, it gives me Yeti Hulk vibes. Like, that's really cool, actually. But that's really cool. Okay? Then, finally, you have Grass Squatch, which is Chlorophyll and Pure Power. Pure Power. Pure Power. You already see where I'm going with this. Existence was a subject of debate for many years due to its rarity, seen as peaceful guardian of any forest that inhabits. 80 attack with 130 special attack. With Pure Power becomes now 160 attack. So no matter what, you will either have an Ice Rock type that is massive amounts of attack and special attack with a really good defense, or you're going to have a grass psychic type that does a massive amounts in attack, special attack, and special defense. This Pokemon is busted. Normally I don't say that a lot about a Pokemon, but like, just the fact that it can hit you hard no matter what, and you don't know about it. I remember that fight. She had both of these. I don't like this Pokemon at all because of that. Its effective and weaknesses gets Giga Drain, which is nice. When it's Psychic, Wood Hammer, Bulk Up, and Calm Mind. So like, no, I don't like this Pokemon at all. I don't like fighting it. I do not like it at all. I do not. You down very salty from that fight. Oh, I love that shiny. Okay, I love the shiny. The shiny's really nice. I like the Snow Squatch's shiny a little bit more, because if they were left the brown but just changed to blue, that'd be kind of nice. But I still like this, though. I still like it. It makes me think of like a fall thing. This is one I did not see. It is Arctusk. So this is from a Tusk fossil. So I guess it's had its own fossil evolutions. Ice, Normal, Sturdy, and Simple. Simple's nice, actually. Believe that Arctusk may have shared a common ancestor with Phanpy due to the similar biology. Arctusk roamed frigid environments hundreds of years ago. So pretty much they made a mammoth Pokemon, which is kind of nice, actually. A lot of defense, a lot of special defense. No special attack or speed. Okay, like that's a lot of defense and special defense for a little bitty guy. Effectiveness and weaknesses, this is the moves I get was actually, holy crap, it gets kind of decent moves, actually. Like, it doesn't learn a lot, but it does learn a little bit. Although it's funny, it stops learning things level 36. They want you to evolve this thing. Pretty good TM, pretty good move tutor. What is the shiny? Ooh, I like the shiny. It's a nice little elephant color. I like that a lot. And then we have Gigantusk. Ice and Steel with Sturdy and Simple. Oh my gosh. Okay, like, oh my gosh. Pokemon was derived from a specimen found frozen in an ancient glacier, hunted by ancient humans for its extremely durable armor. I can see that. I can see that. Like, holy crap. That is just a knight armor suit by itself. Amazing defense. No special attack, but amazing defense. Makes sense, though. And it's kind of weird because, like, it's quad resistant to fighting, but its defense type may make it live, like, one fighting type move. Effective and weaknesses. Gets Iron Head. It learns a lot of decent moves. This is the TMs, which is what you have here, which is pretty decent, actually, considering his move pull, stuff like that. Move tutor, not the best, but not the worst. What's the shiny look like? Ooh. Kept the brown aesthetic, but then they kept, like, the silver and the stuff like that with the armor, stuff like that. I like that a lot. I like that a lot, honestly. Isurus, evolved from the horn fossil. Okay. I've seen this before in, like, fossil books and stuff like that, but I don't know what, like, the name of it is. And I'm sorry about my hair. It does not want to work with me today, so my hair is just going to be sticking up, like... Ice Body and Sheer Force. Both really good, actually. Both really good. At birth, it lacks the strength to lift its horn off the ground. It relies on the care of its herd to survive until it becomes strong enough to move on its own. So I don't know if I ever got the tower fossils. I don't know if I did. Tell me I did. I just probably didn't do, like, any of, like, the prizes or anything like that. Attack and defense, which is really nice. No special attack, though. Makes sense. Actually, not really. He figured Eyesight would have some special attack, but no, has none. Really good move pull. Looks like it could be a ground when it evolves. Either that or just has just a bunch of ground typing to it. Not a lot of move tutor. Huh. Alrighty then, that's the Glaciers. Okay, what's the shiny? Ooh, I love the purple aesthetic of it. I love the purple. I love the purple. Oh, it is a ground type, duh. I was wondering. I'm just gonna excuse myself out. Glaciers. Okay, so it has Ice Body and Sheer Force again. Holy crap. This makes me think of that one Rhino thing. Which is actually kind of funny because for this game, instead of making it pure dinosaur, they took Pokemon from the Ice Age, which is actually kind of nice. Like, they took the woolly mammoth and they took the rhino. I don't know what's the name. Like, I've seen it in the books. I don't know what the name of the creature is, but I do know what this creature is from. So this is really cool. Shares a common ancestor with the Rhyhorn family. The horn is encased in ice, makes up about half the total body weight of these Pokemon. I can see it. That's kind of nice, actually. A lot of attack, a lot of defense, that makes sense. Really good stats, I like it, actually. This is the effective and weaknesses. This is the move that it learns, which is really good moves, actually. Like, really good by itself. It's really good. TMs is pretty decent. Move tutor, get a little bit more, which is pretty good. Shiny. Ooh, I love the purple. I love the purple. Purple's very nice. I'll always say it again. I love the purple aesthetic more than I like the green aesthetic. I love the purple aesthetic. Okay, so this one does not evolve from anything or evolves from anything. It is a Mockroach, which I love the joke with the sprite because cockroaches can live without their heads. So I love the aesthetic joke with this. Bug Dart with Prankster, Sturdy, or Hustle. Mockroach can detach his head and use it as a projectile. Luckily, it can survive up to 3 months without his head attached because it tends to lose it. I love that little nod there. That's just so cool, honestly. I have seen it. I did not know it was that fast. Holy crap, like 490? That's not bad, actually, for a Bug Dart type. This is his effective and weaknesses. This is the moves that it learns. Pretty decent moves, actually. Spell Stinger is pretty good, actually. And Sticky Web is good, too. Holy, like, I gotta see it. Decap Attack. I'm sorry. I'm pretty sure where it throws his head. Ah, that's funny. Okay. I love his TM. It's pretty decent TMs. Ooh, pretty decent move tutor. Pretty decent move tutor. What's the shiny look like? It's the Blue Beetle. It's the Blue Beetle. I like that. It's the Blue Beetle. It just, you know, detaches his head. Okay, okay. Now, you did get to see me use this. It is Jollibird, the evolution of Delibird from the Astral Stone. It's pretty much now full-on Santa Claus. It was like Santa's little helper. Now he's full-on Santa Claus. Ice Very Tight, Thick Bat, Hustle, or Snow Warning. Which, I guess that enhanced ability Delibird. Because he has Snow Warning. I don't know that. Only the presence of people who have been nice all year round. Given the nature of human beings, very few people have seen it. I can understand that. But I still love when they play more to the Santa stuff. More defense, more special defense. A little bit more. Okay, it can be a mixed attacker. With the Dragon, Ice and Fairy now, this is what it is. It's Ice and Flying. If it has Thick Fat, Fire and Ice become different. This is the Move Pool, which does get Dazzling Gleam, is Milk Drink, and Play Rough. So, like, it's pretty good. I like it. I used it. It was pretty good. This is the TMs it can learn, which has a lot of good TMs. Has a lot of good TMs. Move Tutor, holy crap, there's a lot of Move Tutors. I didn't get to see the shiny. I love the blue suit. I love the blue suit. The blue suit is very nice. I love the blue suit. Oh, that's just so pretty. Oh, that is just so pretty. Okay, so then you also got to see me use this guy, which is Blowfish, evolution of Quillfish. So instead of having a Hisuian Quillfish and then evolve into the other one, I don't know what the name of it is off the top of my head, you have this Pokemon, which is Kablowfish. Has Poison Point, Swift Swim, or Intimidate. Now, Poison Point, Swift, they are all good abilities, honestly. They're really good abilities, especially with this. I think Pokemon Speed is not that bad, so it makes it decent. Inside of Clubbish's body is so highly pressurized that just touching it can cause it to burst, releasing a large cloud of poisonous gas. Like I said, it's got a little bit of speed, but not much. But it's got way more defense. Like, if it was in Galar had body press, chef's kiss. As effective as weaknesses, this is the moves they get, which actually learns a lot of good moves. Especially later on with the Metal Burst and Iron Hand and stuff like that. Like, it's actually pretty good. I used it. I liked it. I liked it a lot. Normal amount of TMs, although I think it gains a little bit extra. This is the Move Tutor. This is the Breeding. We can learn Prior. Shiny. Ooh, I like the blue aesthetic. I love how they're going blue or purple instead of green, and I think it is like green and just different colors. I like the blue aesthetic. That's really kind of nice. It got some of the Quillfish color back, which is kind of cool. Now, I believe this is one of the pseudo-legendaries. I want to say this is one of the pseudo-legendaries. Scarlavia. Bug and Dragon. Compound Eyes with Intimidate. Had Intimidate with that one dude. He was very annoying trying to fight. Despite his appearance, it's actually rather docile. It relies on his sharp spikes and scales for protection, using only violence as a last resort. Okay. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure this is a pseudo, because pseudos have like a 600 stat total. If this is a pseudo. But this is effective in weaknesses. This is the moves that it learns, which doesn't learn a lot of moves. But it's one of the moves that does learn, it learns pretty good, actually. TMs, a lot of good TMs, a lot of good Move Tutor moves. Evolution of Dragolus and the Ceragal. I know this one. I've never seen that one. Ooh, I like the shiny. I like the color swap. I like the shiny. And it's one of those. Still has a Compound Eyes Intimidate. It evolves from this. Composed of solid scales over a dense layer of silk. True power slumbers within the innermost layer, waiting to be unleashed. Basically like Larvitar a little bit. It goes in a little guy, then a shell, then a big guy. That's how I kind of see this. Effective and weaknesses are still the same. I think the move pull holds... Okay, that's like no move pull. Okay, holy crap. That's almost worse than Metacorp. So at least like Pupitar learns moves, he doesn't learn anything. Watch, he learns all of his move when he evolves. I want to see the shiny of it. Ooh, I like that shiny look. I like that a lot. Then you have Serial Gill, which is Bug Dragon, Compound Eyes, Intimidate. The distant past believed that anyone capable of taming it was destined to rule. The pattern of his wings takes the face of a frightening dragon. With a 600 stat total and the way it evolves until level 50, this is one of the pseudo-legendaries for this game. Now, there were a bunch of Pokemon that already had 600 stat totals, but this is, I think, the so-called pseudo-legendary of this game. At least one of them, because there's another one. This is the weaknesses. This is what I learned about Level Up, which... honestly, move tutoring this Pokemon is going to be way more useful than anything. Move tutoring this is going to be way more useful than anything. TM compatibility, which is going to be a Dragon type, so it learns a lot of TMs. I'll learn a lot of move tutors. I want to see the shiny. I love the red aesthetic. You don't see a lot of red. I haven't seen a lot of red shinies, but I love this red aesthetic here. It's really nice, and it works. I love the red aesthetic. Now, this is the other one. At least I believe this might be a pseudo-legendary. If not, that might be the only one. But this doesn't evolve till late. It kind of reminds me of like Garchomp. So this is why I'm thinking this is also another pseudo-legendary. Rock and Dragon with Intimidate, Sturdy, or No Guard. No Guard. Holy crap, actually. Okay. One of the early discovered dragon Pokemon, symbol of the Dragon Tamer clan in Johto. Statues of the Pokemon are scattered around the world. Now you may be asking, like, what do I mean by that? This is the little dragon that you see on like all the old game statues when it comes to gym leaders and basically anything Pokemon. So they basically made that little dragon dude into the statue into a Pokemon, which is kind of cool. Makes you wonder how many of them are actually Pokemon or just statues. But this is attacks and stuff like stats, stuff like that. This is the effectiveness and weaknesses. This is the move pool, which honestly for this little guy is really good compared to the other one. Compared to the other one, like this one is a really good move pool. This is the TMs, which has pretty good TM usage. Pretty good move tutor usage by breeding. Shiny. I love the brown aesthetic. That's a rock. Makes sense. I love it. It goes into Where in here. Now, it still has the same abilities. Ancient times, there's much debate on whether ferocity came from desire to fight evil or being a vessel for evil itself. Okay, so they're like, he's a cute little statue. Then it's like, okay, I don't know if it's going to fight evil or become evil. We do not know yet. These are the stats, a little bit more defense, a little bit more attack. These are the weaknesses, about the same as the last one. This is the move pool, which, like I said, for this Pokemon, it gains an amazing move pool. Like Rock Polish, Dragon Rush, Outrage, Stone Edge, Dragon Claw, Accelerate, Accelerock, okay. This is the move pool, this is the TMs for it, this is the move tutor, which is really good. And then still keeps the brown aesthetic. I'm sorry, the brown aesthetic is really good. Then you have Dragouille, Intimidate, Sturdy, or No Guard. Hundreds of years ago, this Pokemon would be perched atop cathedrals of large stone architecture, seen to protect the inhabitants below. So instead of being a vessel for evil, it decided to be good evil. I think it's a play on the Gargoyle show. I'm not sure. But I still like it. 550. Okay, so this is not a pseudo-legendary. Because pseudo-legendaries have to have 600. So the bug is, this is not. This is like, basically just a rock dragon type. Kind of nice, actually. I like it. Unless it's another pseudo-legendary that I don't know about. But it still has the same weaknesses and effectiveness. Pretty much the same amount of move pull. Just gains like acrobatics and brave bird, which is actually kind of nice. Really good, actually. Decent move, really decent TM. I think the move pool stays about the same, maybe a few extra moves. And then it keeps the brown aesthetic. But I noticed instead of just being the brown plating, it just keeps it on the outside, while the inside's still that nice little color, like in the wings right here. That's kind of cool how it kept that same little bit of color. I like that, because it was just straight brown, and the last one managed to have a little bit different. That's kind of cool. We are almost near the end. I do apologize. I know this is going to be a long video. Got some cuts here and there, but it is going to be long, but that's why I wanted to go through all of this. This is Porygon X, the final evolution. Oh, no. So instead of Porygon Z, it goes to Porygon X. Okay. Wait. Did I get a Porygon? I think I got a Porygon X. I think I did. Because I'll have to look. But it has adaptability, download, or levitate. Levitate's really good. Electric normal typing. Porygon X is upgraded Porygon by Professor Thorn, designed to translate quantum data between infinite realities. Really good special attack, really good speed. Holy crap, really good. This is the effectiveness and weaknesses of it. And this is the move pool, which would be an electric type. Gains a lot of good stab from a lot of these moves. TMs. Still learns a lot of good TMs. You know how Porygons are. They are really good. Move tutor. Holy crap. It gains a lot of move tutor. Okay, so as it goes from Porygon to Porygon 2, then Porygon X. So I still feel like I got one, though. I still feel like I did, because I think I named it Professor X or something like that. So instead of going to Porygon 2, Porygon 2, then Porygon Z, it goes from Porygon 2 to Porygon X, which is kind of nice, actually. And, I'm sorry, the shiny's so cool. I used to think of the alien spaceship. That's just so cool. That's just so cool. This is a legendary Pokemon. I did not get a chance to see it. Pretty sure I would have saw it in post-game, because it reminds me of Arceus. Just with more, like, unknown, or, like, the thing before it became Arceus. But this is called Oculus. Psychic Cosmic type. Maybe it's like a combine of Arceus and Arceus, maybe. But Technician? Really on a legendary? Huh. Omniscient Universal Force. Uses unknown to reserve life all over the universe. Once the unknown is done observing, it is absorbed the Oculus. Okay. Okay, unknown dimension. So there was a lot more storyline to. I know he said there's a lot more storyline, but there was a lot more to actually the post game. Okay. Yeah, I think this is just Arceus, but like more on the unknown factor than the Pokemon factor, which is like kind of nice. This is his resistances and weaknesses and stuff like that, and then this is the moves. Deja Vu. That's a new one. That's a new one. Can learn every TM except for Attract. Makes sense because it's genderless. Almost can learn all the move tutors. I'm sorry, I love that shiny. That's just so beautiful, honestly. That is so beautiful as a shiny. That is so beautiful as a shiny. Then you have the main legendary in Infinity. It is Arceus, the one that made Arceus. He is a cosmic typing with shed skin and multi-scale. I think the one I fought had shed skin. I'm not sure, though. Exists in the void beyond between dimensions where it lays eggs that spawns Arceus with a new universe. Its rotating ring is used to create rifts in realities. Holy crap. Holy crap, that's a lot of speed. I haven't seen most Pokemon max out with speed. That's a lot of speed there. That's a lot of speed. With the cosmic typing, is weak to nothing, immune to fire, does normal damage by anything, is resistant to normal. Holy crap. This is the moves it gets. I think it only learns like the Big Bang, Comet Shower, Cosmic Ray as far as Cosmic Move, and Astral Shot. Okay, so pretty much gains a lot of good moves here. Can learn every TM except for Attract, and I think it learns most of the Move Tutor TMs. I'm sorry. I love that shiny. This shiny is so beautiful. Like, pretty much swaps these colors out, which is nice, and then it makes that, like, the different color power. That's actually really nice, actually. I love that a lot, actually. Okay, so give me 1 second. We are back. It did show the Egho, Vileplume, and Blossom, but I'm pretty sure I talked about it with the regional variants because I talked about Egho Gloom, so I'm pretty sure I talked about it then. But we have Mushling over here, the first ever Fakemon I think we saw in this game. I'm not sure, but still one of my favorite ones, honestly. One of my favorites. Grass Psychic with Magic Guard, Poison Heal. Consuming the spores from this Pokemon has been known to cause psychic hallucinations. Can also lead to nausea and migraines. It is not advised. Okay. Pretty decent. It's a good special attack and special defense mon. Basically a Gardevoir, but grass type. It's effective in weaknesses. It learns pretty decent move pool over here. There's pretty decent TMs and stuff like that. Pretty decent move tutors. And then this stat, what is a shiny? Oh, I love the shiny. It makes me think of the mushrooms from the Smurfs. I love that, actually. It evolves into Psycholit. It's still the same ability. Upon evolution, this Pokemon goes hunting for a suitable stick. They form a strong bond with the chosen stick and use it to channel its psychic powers. So basically, if Gardevoir and Delphox had a kid, this is what it would be. This is what it would be. But I love it. Gains more special attack. Again, it's still the same weaknesses and everything. Gains a lot more moves. I would say gains a lot more moves. But it makes sense. It makes sense. Still really good TM usage, move tutor usage, and then I love the shiny. Like I said, it makes me think of the mushrooms from the Smurfs. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. Then the final evolution is Shroomage. I love it. It's amazing. It is very good. I loved it. Spores the shroomage give off have been found to be dangerous. Hallucinations and other symptoms can sometimes last for days. Some people believe the spores grant the consumer special powers. Sounds like just a couple bad trips. This is the move pool, like I said. A really good special attacker, special defense mon. Really good. I love it. This is weaknesses, which already has the normal one. Gains a lot of extra moves, like Energy Ball upon evolution. You get like Psych Shock, Giga Drain, Psychic. You learn a lot of stuff with this. TM use is really good. Move Tutor is really good. And then the shiny for it. I just love the shiny. I'm sorry. That's so cool. That's so beautiful. Like, that is so beautiful, honestly. This one you have Calf Pint. It evolves into either Tauros or Milk Tank, which is cool. They gave it like the little they gave Milk Tank and Tauros the pre-evolution that everybody wanted, with 4-1 Wolverine and no guard. Okay. Usually found around their mothers, who are typically raised on farms. It is uncommon to see them by themselves. When startled, they charge. So then this is a little bit, you know, it has a decent one, but no special attack. But it makes sense. Neither one of them goes special attack. This is the weaknesses it has and everything. This is the moves that it can have, which is pretty decent, actually, considering what it is. The team is actually pretty decent. Move tutor's pretty decent. So yeah, if it's a male, evolves into Tauros. Female evolves into a Milk Tank. I like that, actually. That's kind of nice. I love the shiny. Just pretty blue. I'm sorry. That's just shiny. That's just so cute. That is just so cute with that shiny. There you have Arbor, which is the pre-evolution for Skarmory, which I kind of like that they gave a pre-evolution of Skarmory. Not one of the many Pokemon you would think to get a pre-evolution. But I noticed in this game especially, like a lot of Johto Pokemon got a lot of love, which is actually kind of cool. Not many Johto Pokemon do get kind of love. But it has Keen Eye Sturdy or Weak Armor. Arbor sent off their own mere hours after hatching, left to fend for themselves. Their dense armor keeps them safe from potential predators. I'm going to ran across this one a couple times. It was so cute, actually. Weaknesses and effectiveness, and then this is the moves it learns. Pretty much learns the same moves I think Skarmory does, just not as much. Decent TMs, only one move tutor move. But evolves into Skarmory, which is really cool. Steel normal, then it's Steel flying. And then the shiny, oh, that's so cool. I think it kept the same shiny as Skarmory does, which is really cool, actually. It's really cool. Now, I do know in Scarlet and Violet we got Faraffaraf as far as evolution for Girafarig. However, they gave it 1-2 in this game, which I like. It has the Yellow Head, which is a Fairy Psychic type, evolves with a Dawnstone, Pixelate, and Sap Sipper. Both really good abilities, actually. Explosive energy of a Dawnstone allowed the front brain to gain control of itself. The rear brain withers and becomes just a standard tail, which is actually kind of nice. So, like, the regular head overrides everything and makes the dark head disappear. So then we have this move pool, which is a lot more special attack, a lot more special defense. This is as effective as the weaknesses now. This is the move pool it learns, which it gains a little bit about a good move pool, but no fairy stab, I notice now. Gains no fairy stab. I think you have to teach it fairy stab. Yeah, you have to teach it fairy stab. Which is actually kind of... You see that sometimes with Pokemon, but not too common. Like Mr. Mime learns no fairy stab, but it's a fairy psychic type. What's the shiny? Ooh, I love the purple. I love the light magenta purple of it. I do. Now, be asking me, what about the dark one? Well, this is the dark version. This is where the dark head overpowers. Strongjaw and Sap Sipper. Exposure to the energy of a dust stone has strengthened the rear brain of Girafarig. In the process of evolution, the rear brain has convinced the front brain to surrender its power, giving control to the darker half, which is so cool. Because in the other one, you see, I think, like, let me go back to it a little bit. You see, it just becomes standard legs with a little bitty white head. But then in this one, the two here, but these two legs go out more, and then he just becomes a tiny head, which is so cool. Is more attack, especially. Okay, so this one's more attacky wise, but the other one's more like halfway support tank, if that makes sense. This is his new weakness and effectiveness, depending on the abilities and stuff like that. This is his new moves, which honestly get like bite, crunch. I think I might learn like the other bite moves with strong jaws, actually really good. This is the move TMs it can learn. This is the move tutor moves that it can learn. Only learns crunch with strong jaw. Okay. I mean, it halfway makes sense, but you really can't utilize it too much. And, ooh, I love the shiny how they kept that purple, but then they gave, yes, I love that. That's so cool. That is so cool. I'm not familiar with this one. I didn't even see it. I didn't see it at all. But we have Wave. I wonder if it's a water type. It evolves at a really late level. Hydration, Clear Body, and Prankster. Prankster's ability, okay. Outgoing Whale Pokemon generally dwells in deep seas. It is playful with other Pokemon as long as it's not battling. Okay, really good move stat. 425 for a baby. Makes sense, it evolves, doesn't evolve level like 52. These are his weaknesses and effectiveness. These are the moves it learn, which is pretty about normal for a water type. The balance is a little bit extra, but pretty normal for a water type. Pretty normal for a water type a little bit, although you do get some extra moves in there. This is the move tutors and everything. Oh, Orcabiss. I love the shiny yellow. I love the shiny. Pure water type with still the same abilities. Ferocious Pokemon that impale anything that moves too quickly in an aggressive manner. Its horn is strong enough to burrow through glaciers. I kind of like how they took like the... Because if you do not know, killer whales are like really aggressive. Like, everybody thinks they're so cute and cuddly, but till you actually learn about them, they're like, holy crap, they're like little sociopaths. I love how they did with this one. They made like an orca a sociopath, which is actually kind of nice. I love the stats, no speed, but it makes sense. This is the move effectiveness and all that. This is pretty much the same move pool. I think it might gain a few extra moves here and there, but it's pretty much the same. Pretty much same TM, pretty sure same move tutor, yes. Now, what is a shiny? Okay, that is a shiny. Ooh. I love how they only made this yellow while they kept the white. That's really cool. I love how they kept that. And then this is another one. I did not see this one. There's a couple Pokemon I did not see. Japalope. Okay, it's a jackalope. Oh, that's funny. That's so funny, actually. I love this little guy. He's so cute. The Japalope, which is the jackalope Pokemon. If you don't know what it is, there's a mysterious creature called the jackalope, where they get the jackrabbit and an antelope put together. And that's what this is. It's funny. With Fluffy and Cheek Pouch, actually very good to have Fluffy. Pokemon that zips through dense spores with ease. Its electrical energy allows it to move at high speeds. You can tell Zapalope trail by the thin edges of plants around it. Very specific. Very specific availability. High attack, high speed. Really high speed, honestly. As effective in weaknesses as the move pole, leech seed, payday. Oh wow, it gives a lot of good moves. Huh, and play rough. Okay. Pretty decent move pole considering it is a physical grass and electric. This is a pretty good move tutor here. While knowing Horn Leech evolves into Joltalope, which is so cool. Ooh, I love the shiny. The shiny's kind of cool. I love the shiny. I love this little guy. He's so cute. But then we have the Fluffy and the Cheek Pouch. And then Pokemon that expends high amounts of energy during its active hours. During its resting hours, it sleeps for long periods of time in an overgrown forest nest. Foliage starts to take root and Jackalope's fur. Okay, I see it. I like this. This is really nice. Really high speed, really high attack, which makes perfect sense considering everything. This is effective in weaknesses still. Pretty much has the same move pool. Probably a few extra moves here and there. Like Wild Charge was not there. Wood Hammer was not there. I think that's about it. TMs, still really good TMs. Move Tutor's still really good. And then the shiny. Ooh, I like the shiny. The shiny's nice looking. The shiny's very nice looking. Now, I will be right back. We have 2 new Pokemon. 2 more Pokemon, and that'll be it. As you can see, there's Palamon. There are Digimon here, but I never ran across them in my playthrough. Pretty sure there's a lot in the post-game. I'm not going to talk about the Digimon. I'm going to leave that for y'all, so that way y'all can look at these Pokemon. But we have Mew3 over here, which looks like a mix-up between Mewtwo and Deoxys, which I kind of like, actually. Pressure, sturdy. Thorn created this creature, a mutation from Mewtwo and Deoxys. It was meant to be put counter Arceus, but has never been put to the test. Okay, so Thorn created this Pokemon. Probably some little bit of spoilers, I do apologize. But I was right, a Mewtwo and Deoxys fusion. Wow, okay, HP, special attack, and speed, which is weird considering HP. This is effective in weaknesses. This is the moves it learned, which is pretty much just a Mewtwo and Deoxys mix. So, like, I'm pretty sure it gets a lot of good move to TN, good coverage. Holy crap, almost can learn everything. Let me see. Nope, there's some moves it cannot learn. But that's probably because half of it is probably the Deoxys part. And there's a lot of move tutor. Do we have a shiny form? We do. Which is just the regular colors, which I love how that's the shiny. It's like the Fakemon has its own colors, and then the shiny is that. Which is really cool. I love that. And the last one we have is Missing No, which you can see the sprite keeps changing. But this is a glorified creepypasta thing. Unaware and analytic. It is a question mark legendary. This and Varion are the only two people, Pokemon, that has this typing. Distortion of space-time fueled by corrupted code and the simulated environment. Pokemon is an anomaly and needs to be studied further. Caution is strongly advised. Normal stats something for missing, no, but no speed. Analytic is busted. Like, that is no speed. So it'll always go last, no matter what. It can have a speed of 4. Like, it can have a speed of 4. Holy crap. Has no weaknesses, not damaged by anything. All of it is normal damage. This is the moves, which pretty much learns a lot. Huh. Although the TM53 and... Huh. That one's new. I don't know what that is. Unless the HM04 is like Strength and Surf and the TM and stuff like that. Huh. Or unless it's specifically those and it's just those names. Pretty sure I can learn a lot of TMs by natural... Oh, that many actually. Blast Burn. Okay. And then does it have a... It has a shiny. That's so cool. It has a shiny. But like, this is halfway Nightmare Fuel. Okay. Give me 1 second. Alright, so that was all of the Fakemon, all the regional variants, and the main gameplay of Pokemon Infinity. Atomic Creator, this is for you. I think this game is entirely amazing. I love all the Fakemon you've made. I love all the regional variants you made. I love the storyline of the game. I do apologize, I'm not going to be doing the post-game. I'm going to be trying to put the game in the description of all my Pokemon Infinity videos for people to download the game, play it themselves, see the post-game for itself, and I might play it on my own time. I will probably do that, and then I will post, I will do like a little post for my thoughts and stuff like that. I do not know yet. But I think this game is amazing. I urge everyone to go and play it. It is so amazing. You don't need an emulator. You don't need anything. You just need a PC. You just need a PC to run it. And then other than that, you get to play this amazing game. I thank you so much for this adventure. And I have a few more ideas. A few more videos I want to make before I go over the next adventure. With that, I'll see everybody next time.